Tigers have found something in the month of June. 4-0 so far, following last night's 7-3 win over Seattle.
Tough one last night for the Mariners, especially so. They lost their shortstop, J.P. Crawford. He was hit in the hand by a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. X-rays came back clean after the game, but he's not in the lineup today.
Here is Julio with one out and nobody on. Julio, a couple of stolen bases in last night's game.
On the ground towards shortstop. It's a crawling McGonigal. Ace him. Kevin got his man. 2 down.
And a challenge coming.
This is one of those. Is there enough to overturn?
The goal stands. The runner's out. Seattle loses challenge.
Well, Seattle's out of challenges here. Rodriguez is out. That is an interesting one to go after for the replay room for the Mariners so early in the game.
And Josh Naylor batting.
Ground ball second base. Torres flags it down and throws him out. Nifty middle infield defense for the Tigers in the first, Andy.
Behind Cater Montero.
We are done with the piggyback for now. The Mariners are in a 6-man rotation, so a full runway for Bryce Miller today.
A 1.71 ERA, 20 strikeouts in 21 innings.
97 puts him away, and a good start for Bryce Miller. Strikes out the first batter that he faces.
2 away. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That is lasered left field. Arozarena over, and the gap reaches up on the back pedal, makes the catch. And the Tigers go 1-2-3 in the first.
Here's Randy leading things off.
And that's inside ball 4. The Mariners have their first base runner, a leadoff walk to Randy.
Runner at first base, Luke Raley at the plate.
In the air left field, Riley Green on the move. He lays out again and makes the play again. Riley Green lands with a ball in his glove, and there's one away. Another nice play.
Here's Dom Canzone, 1 out, 1 on. No score, second inning, the pitch. Just inside, didn't miss by much as Dinkler going to challenge this. Misses the corner. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
This is really blasted out to center field, way back at the base of the wall, and he can't find it. Vierling's looking for it. Randy is making the turn to come home, and he trots across the plate to score. That's the truest sense of a wall ball double from Dom Canzone. It's 1-0 Mariners early.
Unlikely they get Arozarena anyway, but Vierling just didn't know where the ball went for a moment.
Here's 1-0 Seattle. Tigers bat in the second inning.
Carpenter now 7 home runs against the Mariners in 12 regular season games. Swung on and missed, got him. 97 by Carpenter. Second strikeout for Bryce, 1 away. 3 straight splitters, 3 straight swings, and the punch out.
Back-to-back strikeouts here in the bottom of the second. Here is Spencer Torkelson, hit a late inning home run last night. Fastball 98 miles an hour, up and out of the strike zone. Gas from Bryce Miller. He strikes out the sign in order.
So now the Mariners have something cooking.
Hits on back-to-back pitches from Montero.
Runners at first and second with 2 away. Top of the third, 1-0 Mariners looking for more.
Down the line and fair, rolling all the way towards the corner. Julio takes his time. He's touching home. He's waving home Naylor. Naylor was slowing down. Now puts down the gas pedal. He is safe at home. 2 runs in for the M's. Arozarena into second. 3-0.
Tigers are going to challenge here.
Naylor, who threw his sliding mitt as he was holding it, not wearing it.
Looked like he might have flung it
at him. Yeah.
I was wondering in real time
is that kind of obstruction call or something there?
The call stands. The runner's safe. Detroit loses the challenge.
Yep.
He's carrying it on the way.
He
now
flung it right at him.
That looks like he threw it.
Yeah, he did. Come on.
Pitching with a 3-0 advantage. Colt Keith leading things off.
That ball's tomahawk to the alleyway in right center field. Extra bases on the way for Colt Keith. He's got second, now third on his mind. He's well on his way and in there standing up with a triple.
Nice to see Colt Keith drive the ball to the gap in right center. Leadoff triple in the third.
All of a sudden, the Detroit Tigers are answering back here in the third inning.
They're going to bring the infield in right out the gate.
Popped up. Naylor patrolling by the coach's box, losing the hat, making the catch. Winsel Perez. Strike 3 called. Paint on the outer edge. Now the Tigers looking like they will be out of challenges.
5th strikeout for Miller, and that's the second huge out.
Gleyber Torres is going to have to try to pick up his team here, score that runner from third.
He struck him out. 98 way up in the attic.
And Bryce Miller strands a leadoff triple here in the third. He is dealing 6 punch-outs for Bryce Miller. Mariners lead 3-0 over the Tigers. Dom Canzone will lead things off in the fourth for the M's. Mariners trying to even up this series against the Tigers. The 1-1. Swung on. That is ripped center field. Verling back. Warning track. Wall. Ooh. Gone. Into the bushes, dead center field. Dom Canzone, an absolute blast. That was destroyed. 451 feet away for Dom Canzone, a no-doubter. And the Mariners lead 4-0. A hush has fallen over the crowd in Detroit.
Carpenter struck out on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball first time up.
And there's a line foul. Look out. Anthony Sanders gets crumpled to the ground. Save yourself, man, oh man. 3-2 again. McGonigal runs. That is ball 4. The throw doesn't matter. It's a walk, and we're going to get a challenge here. It is ball 4.
So here's Riley Green batting here with runners on first and second, 1 out.
Ground ball. Naylor slings it down to Emerson. Back to first base. Double play. And just like that, Bryce Miller gets out of a jam.
Detroit put away in the fourth as Miller again puts a 0 on the board.
Mariners have scored in each of the last 3 innings.
Here's Naylor. He singled and scored last time.
Oh man, right at the helmet at 96, and Naylor is smiling.
Naylor gets hit. And a chat with Dingler.
Saying that was a dirty play that he threw his arm guard into the catcher when he slid home earlier in this game. You have to kind of wonder about that one a little bit.
Just kind of smiling and laughing.
Josh Naylor's a different cat, man.
2 strikes on a Rosarena. And a chopper to shortstop. McGonigal for Torres. The turn is 2.
And Naylor's going in hard, too. We got some baseball to play yet today, boys. Things are getting a little spicy around here.
Perez, the 9th hitter in the order, will start things against Bryce Miller, who's been excellent today. 1 hit allowed.
Strike 3 called. Upper outside corner. That's the 8th strikeout for Bryce Miller.
He wanted to challenge. They have none remaining. They lost him back in the 3rd.
That's a strike called. You don't want to run out of challenges early. 1-2. Strike 3.
Come on. Glaber's like, you got to be kidding. That ball's out. The one before it was out. This could be a longer conversation. AJ might want to go check on his guy.
Yeah, he missed twice. Yeah. Twice in a row.
So Miller has a chance to get to 10 punch-outs. Here's McGonigal.
Chopping fair. Behind the bag. Miller covers. A sparkling day for Bryce Miller.
Bryce Miller, a sensational day against the Tigers.
That 4-seam at the top of the stone, a couple just where he's just challenging guys middle, and then that split. He hasn't had that good depth on that split today, but acting more like that changeup, hitters out in front.
6 strong innings of 1-hit ball, does not allow a run, and he punches out 9.
It's a situation like, all right, we've got a 4-run lead here. Obviously, it's not a safe situation. We don't have any off days. Dan Wilson can essentially go to a less leverage arm, but you look down there like, oh, no.
Well, yeah. Strike 3 call.
The 4th time Torres has been struck out, and Mariners pitching has been sensational. 8 scoreless on 1 hit.
So the Mariners are going to hold back Andres Munoz in part because of the lefties coming up in the Tigers' order. Gabe Spire, who has been murder on left-handers in his career.
Spire's going to have to cut through the middle of the Tigers' order.
Off the sinker in the air, left field. McGonigal dumps it in down the line. That's a double to start the 9th.
So if your lefties can get on, as Kevin McGonigal just did with a little blue double, got some righties coming up. Tigers have a chance to get back in this game with Spire on the mound.
Swung on, lifted, short center field. Julio jogging in. He's under it, waiting for one-hand catch, and that's the first out. So 1 away.
Jahmai Jones, the batter, 1 out runner at second.
Inside ball 4, 2 on, 1 out. Tigers still have a heartbeat here. So Gabe Spire, Riley Green, there's some history here in the postseason. Riley Green got targeted by Dan Wilson and took Spire deep in that ALDS. 2 on, 1 out.
Well, the Tigers are now playing with the tying run on deck, so there is certainly a chance that we see Munoz in this game now. He's batting over 280 with a pair of homers left on left.
Swung on, ground ball to second. This could be it. Cole Young under and toss to second. Emerson has it. The relay to first. In time, double play, and that is it. The Mariners win 4-0 over the Tigers. A dominant day on the mound for the Mariners. They allowed just 2 hits, and they blanked Detroit, and they take game 2 of this series.